Ara ara you wench.
I've been called out for an ara ara, so I guess that means I have to ara ara and skip the countdown and start a little early. Ooh. Let me get the music started. Some proper music for tonight. It's got a little silence at the beginning, but come on. Any second now. Here we go.
Ooh. Good choice.
Oh, excuse me.
Good evening, my darling batlings, and thank you for the bits, Lulu. It was a pleasure talking to you today and confirming that you're finally satisfied with the thing that I sent you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Future projects upcoming. Good evening, my darling batlings, and I'm joined tonight by JKR and Miles Above.
Hey, all.
Hello.
Also, Lulu, give my regards to Nico. We talked earlier, but, just checking in with him, see how he's doing.
Tonight we're gonna be continuing Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, hopefully with less issues this time. This week we're also gonna be, if schedule permits, we're gonna be doing 2 sessions of No More Heroes 3, and on Wednesday we'll be starting a retrospective on the Danganronpa series. I'll also still be looking at my old Danganronpa fan dub alongside that, just not any entries this week. Lulu says Nico's here.
Oh, nice. Hey, Nico.
Is Nico in the room with us right now? But yes, let's switch on over here and get things started. And I found out why I couldn't get the get us into and out of the void without fucking about with too many buttons. It's because I forgot to when I was creating a new profile for my software so I could just load up the Maxine model automatically. I forgot to add in the redeem graph, not redeem, but like node graph that actually makes that feature function.
A few inches later.
No, look,
for whatever reason recently, whenever I launch the Phantom Pain specifically, it crashes my mic software.
Ah, jeez. But yes,
and by recently, I mean since yesterday.
That's not good.
That's a no good. No, it's no good. Anyway, Ari, you had a little something you wanted to say?
Yes, I've got a little bit of poetry while we've got a little bit of a silent moment here. I've been getting back into writing poems because, I got some thoughts in my mind. I want to do some creative writing that isn't necessarily geared towards content creation. This is a poem that I wrote called The Hypnotizer.
The Hypnotizer, okay.
Hypnotizer, I hardly know her.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Your silence says all I need to know. Anyway, here's that white mamba guy that I told you about. That's, obviously a young liquid snake.
Ah, shit. He really is a little shit.
He is such a little shit.
Tepe, Eli, what's the matter? Fighting will get you nowhere, Eli.
I mean, I could tell the minute we saw him that he was a little shit.
This is the second time he's stolen a knife from someone on Mother Base.
Eli.
The first time Snake had to break his arm.
Yeah, that's true.
And then pop it back into place.
Oh, jeez.
Is that breaking his arm or just like
dislocating his elbow?
Yeah, that's...
A kid, you hear me?
Oh, dang. He got an attitude.
Ocelot.
It's funny to think that Ocelot and Liquid Snake would go on to work together when they had such a shitty start to, like, introduction to each other.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I don't know about you guys personally, but, like, if a kid like that, like, if I were on a military base like that and a kid, child soldier or not, pulled a knife on me from, like, my own, off my own person, I would probably just, I don't know, this is just me, hypothetically, I'd probably, like, shoot the kid for, trying to, I wouldn't shoot to kill, but I would, like, shoot to maim more, like, it's, like, shoot to injure. I'm not a murderer.
Fun fact, you were actually supposed to be able to shoot the child soldiers in earlier versions of the game, as referenced by the fact that in the PC version, you can hack the game to get rid of the game over penalty for shooting child soldiers, and it shows what the original penalty would have been, which is losing, I think, 500 heroism points.
Here, we
Oh, wow.
use their real names.
Wow.
That hasn't sat too
Well, indeed.
Or should I say?
That's also potentially one of the reasons why one of the final chapters that involves a lot of child soldiers ended up being scrapped, like late in production, which has the effect of leaving the game with like a major loose thread. Not so much a cliffhanger as it is just something that was meant to be there that never got resolved. Because they didn't put in the mission that was supposed to resolve it.
I'll be right back.
By the way, do you like my custom music I put for the helicopter?
Hmm?
The actual fuck. What is that song?
It's a song called 1-2 Oatmeal.
Jeez.
The staff have been fighting due to low morale, so I have to beat them up until morale improves.
Sure, that'll fix everything.
That is genuinely a thing that works. When you hit them, their morale goes up.
The thing is, the way I see it is like, you know, there's always room for a little sparring here and there, like, you know, keep your wits about you and everything. But you know, these guys are obviously not doing it for, you know, for leisure. They're actually doing it because they're like bored out of their skulls and just getting on each other's nerves, apparently. At least that's what I gather, anyway.
I think. I never had this many problems with my soldiers fighting each other before. I think I've gotten rid of all the troublemakers, so I don't know what's causing it. Also, I found out a hidden strategy for when it deals with, for when it comes to troublemakers in your unit. It turns out, if you have an even distribution of troublemakers within the same unit, they balance each other out and they don't cause trouble.
Yeah.
So, like, like, an even number of troublemakers in the combat unit, for example, they'll target each other instead of causing problems for everyone else. Perfect music for my pink bass, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Given that it's a song based around a sample of and about Kirby. And for my pink helicopter and my pink weapons.
Mission list updated.
Hello, quiet.
How you doing, honey? Let me look at you in first person to see if you like me yet or not. Well, she's not scowling at me with a death glare.
Well, at least not yet.
Okay, yeah, there it is. There was a slight nod there. That's an improvement. Also, we can look at the photos that I've got on the wall. Look, there's Dee Dee as a puppy. And there's Quiet.
Aww.
And there's more quiet, and there's Ocelot, and the horse, and the D-Walker.
Also, I forgot to mention this earlier because, you know, we kind of got cut short. Our conversation earlier got cut short. But today is someone's birthday.
Whose?
Let's just say it's a little girl in my life. She is a terror.
Oh, Widget!
You know, yeah, Widget's birthday is today.
Happy birthday, Widget!
She's officially 4 years old.
Aww. Well, ain't that cute?
Please select a mission.
Every time you say, well, ain't that cute, I have expected you to...
But it's wrong!
There it is.
Alright. I took the liberty of actually booting up the game a little early and putting some stuff into development and, you know, picking up rewards from the online mission.
Look at you being... Look at you being productive.
You're supposed to reward me for that, not punish me.
Hey, I'm an asshole, so sue me.
Alright, we've got another wandering mother base soldier we can pick up. Oh, he's in a heavily occupied zone, so we're gonna have to drop a little way away from that.
Fair party. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I can't wait till I get a little bit more money in so I can actually commission Chuck to repaint all the gunmetal parts on this figure to gold. Because I don't know what it is. I just, when I think of Warrior of Light, I don't think silver and gunmetal. I don't see white and gunmetal. I see like white and gold.
Yeah, I get you.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
We didn't even know you were gone.
I did.
My family needed me.
Ah, okay.
Mother broke the TV. I had to
Oh.
fix it.
How about
Perfect for making an entry and exit to the battlefield.
Do it.
This is why you shouldn't trust me with any game that allows you to import a custom soundtrack.
Enemy presence detected.
Alright, we got a wandering mother base soldier somewhere out here. Oh, he's in the middle of the mine, that's why. Now I recognize this area.
Nighty night.
Analysis complete.
You know what? I am going to,
Please select
instead of having Quiet be in attack mode, I'm gonna have her be in scout mode. So she'll mark out everyone in the base.
Good.
Which is something I didn't know how to do until yesterday. Like, I knew that's something Ocelot tells you she can do, but I didn't know how to do it. I thought it was like Dee where you have to give him a command, but no, it's like you have to summon her in either attack mode or scout mode. Sadly, there's no defense mode.
has been updated.
I summon Quiet in attack mode.
Exactly what was going through my head.
I mean, both of those are Konami franchises.
Oh, that's fair.
One day there'll be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Freaking Metal Gear collab. I'm kidding.
There already was.
What?
Not officially, but there's a card inspired by Metal Gear called Tactical Espionage Expert.
Complete.
Yeah, I've seen that. And there's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards are actually based off of other franchises. Apparently, like Jinzo, evidently, it's actually based off Pinhead, or at least a Cenobite in general.
Yeah.
With more.
Well, keeping it limited to just Konami franchises, there's an entire line of cards that's based around Konami's like shoot 'em up franchises like Gradius. Which I just recently learned is not pronounced Gradius, it's pronounced Gradius.
Oh yeah, I've always called it Gradius.
I always assumed it was Gradius because Japanese pronunciation, I didn't think they would go with Gradius. But in that Nintendo Direct, they called it Gradius.
I had a card that was actually called Gradius.
Yeah, that's part of the line that I'm talking about. It's a whole line based around the Gradius line. Gradius franchise.
Analysis complete.
I see. Yeah, like I think as I recall, it was a machine type card.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. Well, again, I don't remember. It's been too long. But I did.
It's about a spaceship shooter franchise. Of course it's going to be machine-based. Actually, no, I say that as if Yu-Gi-Oh! Types always make sense like that.
They don't always make sense.
Analysis complete.
Yeah, I mean, there's been cards where, like, somehow they look like machines, yet somehow they're not. And vice versa. But what I was getting at was that I actually used to run a deck for a short period of time. This was when I was, like, obsessed with anything machine-based. Like, I was actually, like, trying to emulate Dr. Robotnik in my Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff decks. So I actually built what I call the Machine Empire deck. And, like, my favorite card that I ran in that deck was the Perfect Machine King.
I remember that card.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miles was really into Yu-Gi-Oh!
I
For
remember
way
one time,
longer
Ari,
than
you had
either of us.
I remember your old deck, Ari, from when we were kids. It
Yeah,
was like 500 cards.
That's because it wasn't like 500 cards. I had a lot of cards, but it was just because, like, I didn't set up an actual themed deck. I just used, like, a starter deck.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was the funny thing. I had a friend who actually helped me, like, build the best deck that I've ever run. And that was my Dark World deck. So, like, I guess I was kind of like delving into the whole emo phase, but not actually, like, you know, not emo, like, not trying to, you know, do it, like, outright, like, you know, some kids did. I went more so, like, subtly with it and just kind of poured that into my deck.
Okay.
So I was running like a lot of demon cards and like a lot of themes at the time, and I guess like it was one of the things where it's like for a period of time I used to just trade away any cards that didn't have anything to do with machines, but then I was like I am kind of limiting myself here, so I started delving into theme type cards as well. Then of course you know, Zexal came around and it was already starting to get a little convoluted. And of course, you know, after the end of Zexal, I think, like, I don't know what the show was called by that point. I think
it was Arc V, right?
Arc V was cool.
Like, yeah, once the pendulum cards came into effect and like came into the picture, I stopped playing because it was like it got too convoluted for its own good, in my opinion.
Pendulum is just a system that doesn't make sense to me. It's like it's way too complicated just for summoning a monster.
Yeah. Like Synchro NXC's cards, that was like, okay, those convoluted, but not as convoluted, I think, as the pendulums were getting to.
I mean, pendulums, depending on what deck you built, weren't really needed. Like, I used to play until about 3 years ago Yu-Gi-Oh! So I still played it for a while.
Which makes it kind of a shitty thing to build an entire anime around if it's a system that's not even really all that, you know, necessary for the meta.
So it just depended on what deck you built. Like, I played Blue Eyes still. Like,
well, yeah, of course, what deck you're building will determine what cards you need.
Yeah, so I never used Pendulum. I used everything else though. Although I quit around Link monsters. I hated Link monsters.
Link was another thing. I had heard about Link after the fact, and like people, I had a friend who now lives in Florida. He told me that the pendulum cars are actually really cool, and he tried to explain it to me, but I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, I cannot wrap my mind around that. That's just like too convoluted for me.
It kind of is, man. Let's be real.
I'm just glad that someone finally said it. One of you was finally brave enough to say that you don't like Link, because thank you, Toon Link is better.
I prefer Shadow Link, but that's just me.
I mean, Shadow Link or Dark Link, because those are two different links.
I don't even know the difference.
Depends on the game you're playing.
I was gonna make a joke saying I like neither. I like freaking wall painting Link.
Nah, me, CDI Link.
Wow, it sure is boring around here.
It's not WoW, it's G! Because he talks like, you know, the most gosh darn G Willikers wholesome boy ever.
Oh yeah, well excuse me, princess.
No, that's Cartoon Link, not CDI Link.
I'm well aware.
Cartoon Link,
like,
CDI Link is based more on Cartoon Link than he is on Game Link, but he never says, excuse me, princess, although he does, you know, sexually harass Zelda begging for a kiss.
No, I know, and I was just like I was kind of saying, it's like the only Link I ever really cared for, and this was like not even saying much because I don't even care for him. Cartoon Link was always such an obnoxious motherfucker. I never liked him.
Well, yeah.
He's the only one unfortunately, he's the only version of Link that I'm familiar with.
Toon Link, when I say Toon Link, Wind Waker Link in particular is, like, probably the most defined character out of the game Links, considering he, you know, actually emotes and reacts even without dialogue to the situations he's in, which is why I'm of the apparently unpopular opinion, because people still can't get over the fact that, like, you know, yes, the CDI games had bad voice acting. That was the industry standard for video games at the time. It's not uniquely bad for them. But, like, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Link is such a shit character because, like, you can't use the excuse of, oh, he's a link between the game and the player, because no, they give him, like, a defined backstory, and they don't let you name him anymore. So he's supposed to be his own character that you get emotionally invested in, but he's got all the personality of a plank of wood.
Very true, though.
Like, it would be one thing, like, I think if they're gonna, you know, have voice acting in Zelda games now, extensive voice acting for that matter, and try to get us invested in Link's journey and his whole character, then he needs to either be more expressive or needs to talk. Because you can't, if you're gonna take away, like, the whole, oh, he's just the player thing, by making him an actual character, then why not have him talk other than, oh, it's tradition. Well, that tradition doesn't work if you're no longer adhering to the point of that tradition.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what I do in this case?
Bitch and moan?
I blame Bowser.
Yes,
That's
Doug
what everyone
Bowser is
does.
someone that you can probably put some of the blame on, considering he is a higher up at Nintendo. You know, president of Nintendo of America. I know he's not involved with the creation of the games, but still, he's the most public-facing person in Nintendo of America that you could pin the blame on.
Yep.
He's also incredibly bad at interviews, which is why you never see him do interviews.
Oh, jeez. How the hell did you know, how the hell did the King of the Koopas end up as a fucking CEO is beyond me.
Because Reggie quit.
I didn't even know.
Oh, we miss Reggie.
Yeah,
I didn't even
Reggie's
know who that
not. Reggie was Reggie Fils-Aimé was the old president of Nintendo of America, and he was really in touch with what gamers wanted, and was all about giving them the best experiences and best bang for their buck and best deals on stuff.
Yeah.
To the point where, like, apparently the whole reason that Wii Sports was included with the Wii was because he said it would be stupid to charge for that when it's just a tech demo.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
And, like, Miyamoto and all of them fought him on that. And he is not happy that, Nintendo is charging $10 for the Switch 2 tour.
Oh, jeez.
Of course he's not happy. Who would be happy for that shit, you know?
You'd better not buy
1%.
that, Miles, because you're only rewarding them.
What?
The Switch 2 tour.
Oh no, I would never buy that. It's a waste of money. It is a waste of money. I don't need that anyways. I'm smarter than that.
So you're smarter than the average bear.
Yes, I am.
Miles confirmed bear. Oh, woo.
I mean, I work for a group of people that do FNAF role plays, so I mean...
He's smarter than the average bear, eh, boo-boo?
How'd you know my truth? But then again, I did tell you, so...
He'll be fine.
He dead or knocked out? He's not.
He's knocked out. I'm not supposed to kill him.
I just listened to my
yes.
voice acting, and I sound terrible as this character at one point. It's triggering me so badly right now.
Anyway, time for us to extract some goats.
Goats?
Goats.
Are they the screaming variant?
Project added.
Yes.
Goat joke.
Okay, that I'm clipping. That was just too good.
You're welcome, guys. This is
once
why I
it
need to
was-
be here more often.
For once, it wasn't one of my jokes.
I just create one unknown. Is it the screaming variant? Me? Yes, it is.
Also, you know that those screaming goat videos are fake, right?
Yeah, I know. I just
That,
wanted to make a
that
joke
scream
about
is a
it.
stock sound effect that's included with iMovie.
No, I know it's fake. I just wanted to make the joke about it because I knew you were gonna freaking pull the goats up. I just hear beep. Watching them go up, I'm just like, oh my gosh, those poor goats, man.
It's okay, they're going on to the animal conservation platform.
I guess imagine one of them getting a freaking cigar and being like, oh, I've seen some shit, man.
You know, funnily enough, they weren't supposed to go on the dedicated animal platform initially. They were supposed to just wander around your base.
Seriously?
Yes, but one of the many things that was changed between reveal and release that is incredibly disappointing about the Phantom Pain. Because, like, when we found out from one of the trailers, like a year before release, that you could use the Fulton recovery system on sheep in particular, people were making jokes about, like, you know, forget all the soldiers, I'm just gonna extract nothing but sheep.
That's the best thing to do, though.
And, like, there was a line that became a meme in one of the preview trailers of Big Boss saying, we'll make diamonds from their ashes. And there was a comic that was made. It's like, Boss, why do you keep extracting sheep? We'll make sheep from their ashes. Boss, what are you talking about?
Who needs freaking people when you can have a sheep army?
Sun will rise momentarily.
Who needs freaking physical warfare where you can just make people count sheeps till they fall asleep?
Like, who needs tranquilizers when you can just make them count all the sheep?
Yes, exactly. Make them count to all the sheep.
Shortly.
There's a reason that I'm doing this. Making time pass by smoking my phantom cigars, which are actually vapes rather than smokes.
Momentarily.
So, before vaping became a trend, decades before vaping became a trend, Big Boss was already vaping vapor cigars.
New trend started by Konami. Confirmed.
Sun will set shortly.
I just hope I don't run out of cigars before
Will rise.
before I get the effect I'm hoping for.
Seeds to run out of cigars.
Sun will set shortly.
Basically, I'm just waiting for flies to start buzzing around Big Boss.
Oh, stank.
Yes, I need to get him to get stinky.
He needs to let that stank out.
There's a reason he needs to get.
Stink!
There's a reason he needs to get stinky.
Sun will set shortly.
Because he
I'm
needs
posting
to.
it here in chat because why not? And I will also put this in the quips section of the castle.
Will rise
Good.
momentarily.
Me being like, are they screaming variant?
On the screaming variant.
Yes, they are. Whoops. Well, apparently I was right. They are the screaming variant.
Well, technically,
Set.
you want to get technical. Any goat you put on a on one of those Fulton balloons tends to be the screaming variant.
Will rise momentarily.
Yeah, but I mean, I created a stupid joke from just hearing, like, preparing to hear one go, man, when he got dragged up. He knew
Hold
it
on,
could be that
he
surprise.
is sufficiently stinky, gentlemen. He's got
Oh, he's
flies
making
buzzing
this
around
face.
him.
Who came in?
Who came in? No one came in.
You said gentlemen.
Please select
I know you weren't talking about us.
requested.
I said mental gen. So technically,
Now that's different.
yes, it's legally distinct. The best kind of distinct. As opposed to this
Illegal
stink,
thing.
which is stinky.
That's not what your granny would say. Gaseous distinction, though. Wouldn't it?
Well, no, it's not that. That's when you're like either burping or farting a lot.
Yeah.
There's a difference between gaseous distinction and just being stonky.
That's fair.
God, this song sounds horrifying in slow-mo.
Oh, gosh.
Did something fall on me? Oh yeah, I don't think
Hey,
it works
sweet.
with I don't think it works with the 2D model.
Oh. Ow. Whoops. Time to go back to mod view. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that was, not something I worked with 2D model.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright, now we just return to Mother Base, and we get a special cutscene. And we get a variant of that special cutscene because we have Quiet with us.
Yay.
Also, apparently I completed a challenge. Side ups completion rate of 20%. I'll take that.
Please
Take it.
select a heading to to Mother Base.
I'll never get over being greeted by a hot pink Mother Base.
Welcome back, boss.
Oh,
They all are like, oh no, oh,
Yep, he's
boss,
stonky.
why? Boss, why, man, why?
Snake, you stink.
I'm not happy about that.
take care.
Hey, Kier.
Wait, what?
Okay, so I didn't get the quiet variant because my bond's not high enough with her. If your bond's high enough with quiet, she'll stop him from throwing the bucket of water on you, and instead invite you to take a shower with her, which you see in first person.
Damn.
While a couple of soldiers awkwardly gawk around the shower, since it's within a cell, and cheer you on.
There.
It's okay, I can always try it again later.
Later.
Oh yeah, that's right, we got to visit Paz to deliver this next photo to her.
Dang, Ear's not, I guess, not feeling good still.
Please select a landing zone.
No, he said he's feeling a bit too hood.
I did
Oh.
not hit her. It's
Hood?
not true.
I don't know what
It's
that means. My
bullshit.
brain
I
don't
did
do
not
it.
hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
So, Kier, how do you like my new helicopter music?
What is that from?
It's a song that showed up seemingly out of nowhere called 1-2 Oatmeal.
That one came out of nowhere. I can agree with that one.
It means he's in a super black mood.
Meaning N-bomb, WTF. The WTF, I guess, is in response to the music.
Yeah.
Which, you know, fair. Fair.
Very fair.
This is the most painful helicopter ride I've ever been on.
Yeah, it hurts.
And I'm making you endure the pain with me.
This is your own. All of this is your doing.
Yes, yes it is. Long story short, customers that shouldn't have kids and stepdad might be coming back. I still don't have water. I'm just in why? I'm sorry, Kier.
Yeah.
Dang.
Quick, we need some good music.
I know, right? Quick. Okay. That's better.
Talking away. I don't know.
All
Yeah, I
right,
loved
now
that
let's
song for years.
see how Paz is doing.
Phew. We'll see. Getting your streak back, I see.
What is it, Snake? Oh, somebody took this while we were fishing. That day, I figured out that it doesn't really matter if you catch a fish or not. Just waiting for a fish together can be the most fun of all. Oh yeah, Chico got all worked up and almost fell into the sea. When they do some more fishing, tell me, okay?
Hey, Miles.
Mhm.
Go fish.
It hurts.
You know, I wouldn't recommend fishing off the side of a military base, but I mean, what else do you do to pass the time?
Yeah.
Especially one out in the middle of the ocean.
Apparently, I'm finding music that's just hilarious.
You know, in between committing war crimes.
Well, the real war crime is playing that damn music.
Swim with the sharks? No, you make them sleep with the fishes.
You make him offer he can't refuse.
Please landing zone.
Roger.
Oh, great. The greatest battle of music. Two polar opposites of music. One is music, the other is the opposite of music.
One makes you guys feel nice, one ruins them.
The other makes it just like sounds good. But one sounds good, the other makes your ears bleed.
My ears are still bleeding right now.
Also, yeah, Kira, I would love to have a fish fry with you, dude. Who the fuck wrote this piece of shit song?
I don't know.
All I hear in my head now is, for some reason, Numa Numa.
You know what? I don't have Numa Numa on here because that's super copyrighted. Like, most European music is, like, ridiculous when it comes to DMCA.
Yeah, I believe it.
Let's see.
You know, for the future thing, Ari, I have an idea. For probably like the most what the fuck worthy thing. Play Video Killed the Radio Star.
I can't.
Unless that's is that also a European thing?
It's from the UK, so yes.
Fair. I didn't know that was from the UK.
Yes.
I just recently fuck. Why is all the good music always comes from the UK? Or the European Union? Or whatever the fuck you want to call it these days.
I mean, the UK's not part of the European Union anymore. Not since Brexit. It sounds like a Joel Ghostbusters wannabe. This predates Super Ghostbusters. Also, it's from what I understand, it's like some German guy decided to make his own vocals for, Gourmet Race or whatever it's called, from, Kirby Superstar. And that's the origin of it.
Oh. Let's see. I'm trying to think of, like, what could, I'm just looking at, like, my own personal playlist and trying to think of something that, actually would work in this for the future.
It basically just has to be like video game music or like stuff that was released to like YouTube directly, not like anything off an actual album. So no Sabaton, no
Yeah.
no more 80s music. I'm already pushing it with the amount of 80s music that I can't skip in this.
If only I could play
Right.
Persona 5 songs.
Why not the Mega Man X5 theme?
I'm pretty sure that's on there in my list of things that I put in there. If not, I could.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Knuckles' theme.
Oh, do we?
Do you not hear it?
Barely. The helicopter is loud.
That's because it's being played on a speaker on the helicopter, so it sounds like it's coming out of a speaker.
I hear it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Go ahead, you first.
I was just gonna say, Knuckles' theme song is the biggest load of bullshit because he says, unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. When, if you play Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, he is chuckling all the time in that.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, time to extract these doggos.
Yay, dog.
I'm just looking-
extraction party.
I'm looking at songs that I know were just like uploaded to YouTube.
You know, like
before they
Little
hit,
V's music I could do, and I have some Lil V songs
Yeah.
on there.
I was just gonna ask, 'cause, like, would you be able to throw like the Eggman in there?
Yes, I could.
Enemy presence detected.
I could put the Lil V version of Eggman's theme as well.
Yeah, that's basically what I was. That's actually what I was thinking of.
I've noticed lately, like just by watching videos, like a lot of Persona music is in people's videos these days.
Yep, because people are finally realizing Persona has a great soundtrack.
But isn't that like copyrighted?
Video game music tends to be less lax when it comes to like DMCA stuff because it's made for a video game, therefore you can't just like, you know, for the purposes of like allowing people to play the game on YouTube, they don't like do copyright takedowns of that music because it's like, how do you play a Persona game without the music? That's why they really need to do an update for Grand Theft Auto 5 that adds a streamer mode. All the Grand Theft Auto games that adds a streamer mode. I know that a lot of those were made before streaming was a thing, but the fact that they re-released Vice City in particular without a streamer mode option.
Enemy squad is on its way to the guard post. Watch
You know, which is crazy enough as it is.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Sit still, will ya? I'm just trying to headshot you.
The map has been updated.
Here's one you might be able to throw in there, Ari.
Obviously, I can't do it right now.
No, I'm looking at, I'm basically asking you because I'm like, I think you could do this one, but I'm not entirely certain, so you would know better than I would. But A World for Us All from Digimon Frontier.
I'm not sure if I would be able to.
The map has been updated.
That's, there's a cover of that.
I know.
on YouTube,
I know
right?
you've shown it to me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd be able to.
All right.
Depends on who currently holds the, which of the, like, 50,000 companies that's held the rights for Digimon English dubs currently has the rights to, the Frontier theme. Because covers get matched to... Covers of TV show themes often get, ID'd as the originals, even if they are covers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. It just shows how little I understand about the legal system on these things.
I mean, to be fair, no one really understands it. because it's like constantly changing as far as
Yeah.
YouTube goes.
Mm-hmm.
Has been updated.
You need to help her.
Come to rescue me. I was asked to show that man around here. Dangerous work.
Target extraction confirmed. Now extract the remaining target.
Analysis complete.
Kier says he did a Chinese cover of Let It Go, and apparently his Chinese was so good that got content ID'd for both the English and Chinese versions of Let It Go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez.
Just the idea of a Chinese version of anything being copyright claimed is inherently funny to me.
It is.
I don't know why this didn't occur to me, but the Team Chaotix theme. I bet.
Yeah,
you could probably put that
that's
in
on.
there.
That's in the list.
Oh, nice.
That's in the playlist. I just put like my starting music playlist in there of like
okay.
songs that I have loaded up on VLC for like my opening rambles.
Analysis.
I see. Like I said, I'm just kind of looking through my own personal playlist and basically just spitballing here.
Analysis.
That's... Now let's see. Mario sent me something. I gotta see what he said.
Did he say it's a me, Mario?
Oh, jeez. The OG Chaos Council. And it's basically like, we've got like, we pretty much had like almost every iteration of Eggman / Robotnik that has ever existed. So we've got like the original video game Eggman, Sonic Boom, Jim Carrey's version.
So basically what the
Adventure
Chaos
Era.
Council should have been instead of what it ended up being.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like every iteration of Eggman. So we got, like I said, and we even have like the version from both the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sad AM.
Amazing, boss. Getting both prisoners out of that situation.
Mission
And like, this is the best thing. There's a caption here. Like, apparently all of them are just laughing about something except for two, and that would be Long John Baldry's Robotnik and Jim Cummings' Eggman or Robotnik. And that was
Hey, Oizy. How you doing, Oizy? I loved your art, and I showed it to Lulu, and the user who created the Ariana character, and she loved it, and she had like some questions for you that I'm not gonna relay because I don't get paid enough to be a messenger. But basically, like, one of her questions was like, she just wanted to know how long you've been doing art for, because her fiance also does art, or at least, you know, did art before he lost his vision.
exfiltrated.
You're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit.
But yes, I loved your art of Maxine and Ariana. It was so adorable.
Extraction arrived.
Like, I squeed when I saw it.
Has been added.
You only just restarted drawing in 2023? Impressive! Genuinely impressive.
most impressive.
Boss, place the two targets in quarantine. They don't show signs of anything, but we'll monitor them just the same. If they had access to the Devil's House, I doubt they were sent there by some help.
Quiet humming is honestly soothing. It could be a lo-fi thing or ASMR. Just wait until you hear her, like, full theme song. It's so sad but beautiful at the same time.
As promised, the mission's complete.
You've been making comics and stuff since you were a teen? That's awesome! You have permission to use, if you ever decide you want to make some comics with either of my forms in them, you have my permission.
Said he doesn't know what was on the tapes because there was no English version. Of all the voices,
Melancholy basically thing then, yeah.
English was one of them.
So yeah, they had basically all the major languages of the world playing through those tapes that were hooked up into tubes in people's throats in the Devil's House. You remember that, JKR?
Yeah.
The only language that wasn't on there was English.
How dare.
What do you mean, how dare?
I'm kidding. I'm making random noises right now.
Yeah, it's hard to get a chibi style to look like really distinct, but also really cute. Like while also making it distinctly your chibi style. And you've done a good job of that from what I've seen of your art. Like a lot of chibi looks too generic, but yours is like distinctly like, oh, I can tell this is Oizy's chibi style.
The boss is back.
Oh god, I know this scene.
We're good to go, Chief.
How do you guys feel about people getting their teeth knocked out?
Do they deserve it?
What's the matter?
Hey, Timo. Showed up just in time to see someone get his teeth knocked out.
Do they deserve to get their teeth knocked out?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Probably fine then.
Well, he didn't do anything wrong. It's more so a precautionary measure, as we'll find out.
Oh,
shit.
And to be fair, she's not trying to knock out his teeth.
Nah, she's just like, get out of the frickin' way, man.
Those guys have no idea how lucky they are to be choked out by Quiet. I mean, what?
Oh, shit. Like, what did this motherfucker do to her?
Yo, I can't, he didn't do anything to her, but I can't say why she's doing this without it being a spoiler.
Ugh.
Poor guy. Well, actually, no.
That must be excruciating.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it must be.
Oh, shit.
Pain must have been excruciating.
Quiet has no idea how lucky she is to be knelt on by Big Boss.
Give me a hand.
Oh, I think I know what it is from past knowledge.
Well, don't say it.
I won't. I'll be good.
Big Boss need a hand.
He's got a hand. That's what the prosthetic is for.
Oh, he said, give me a hand. He said for someone to give him a hand. So I gave him a hand.
Just put some Windex on that tooth wound. It'll be fine.
You had every chance to kill them.
Yes.
Tighten security on
Windex, like that.
If it was a second time, there won't be a third.
Yeah, but this wasn't teeth getting pulled. This was teeth getting broken.
And face almost, like, throat almost cut into.
Well, she wasn't trying to cut into his throat. Like, she was trying to cut out his tongue.
Yeah, I know exactly why.
Well, don't spoil it for me.
I'm not going to.
You better not.
I'll be nice.
But I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing.
Oh, we're running a genetic test on Eli to see if he's actually one of the Les Enfants Terribles. Like, he obviously is. Les enfants terribles, which is French for the enfant terrible.
Boss, dispatch me on my next mission.
You don't tell me what to do. I'm trying to find where the shower is so I can wash this blood off me. I'm trying not to be stonky now. There's the shower. Sorry, I speak freedom, Lamau. That made me think of, like, something I saw in a Lonely Goomba video recently. I can't remember the game, but it had American English and British English options for its languages, but it was listed as either English or American. All right, onward we go.
I'm trying to figure this. I have no idea. Ari, how the hell can you tell on YouTube where the fuck like you get like likes and everything? Like, does it? Do you get like, notifications, or is it just?
You go into your creator studio, and that'll show you like all of your uploads and how many likes it has, and you would go into the analytics section of that video to see like, you know, your breakdown of like where your views are coming from and like the demographics of who's watching your videos. It's all in the creator studio.
Okay, because I'm like, I see I have like I think 6 likes on the short that I uploaded today. So I'm just trying to see like who all gave the likes. And everything.
It doesn't tell you who did it.
Oh, okay. That's what I was curious about. It's like if that was something that you.
No, that's not something you're ever able to do on YouTube.
Ah, fuck. Apparently, I've gotten 2 subscribers on my channel since I published it, though.
Ooh, look at you.
I mean, I already had like. On this particular channel, I had like 30 subscribers from like, you know, from when I first set up this channel when it was back, when I was like my original name on here before I changed it. And this is not the JKR Productions one. This is just my original YouTube channel that I didn't really do anything with.
As you know, contract forces of Africa were stationed at that village. Anti-government forces hired CRS to bring kids there from around Africa for training. But at some point, the adults with the PF started dropping like flies. This was right after we arrived in Africa. We don't know the cause. The kids ended up on their own. Must have been like a fish out of water. Nothing to eat, no way to get back home. All the adults taught them was how to use a gun. Sure, they could shoot targets, but hunt for food? Not likely. They wouldn't have lasted long. Then the White Mamba showed up. He was faster and stronger than them, a better soldier, and he knew how to lead. I guess somebody wished upon a star, because their savior turned up like stardust straight out of the blue. The moment he arrived, the kids had their new commander. That was when they started attacking other villages. Word of the infamous White Mamba spread fast. But it isn't just his combat skills that got people talking. As you can tell from the name, he's the only light-skinned kid in the unit. Not to mention the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Not common in those parts. We have no idea where he came from or what he's experienced. The kid's a huge blank. But I'm sure you'll know him when you see him. One other thing. He's still a kid, so don't kill him. Be careful not to hit him with anything lethal. Not even a flesh wound. Our mission objective is suppressing a bunch of militants.
This was from before we fought the White Mamba.
DDR stands for disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration.
No, the fuck it doesn't. DDR stands for Dance Dance Revolution. Fuck you.
Yes, it does.
Please dance revolution! Revolution! Get ready!
Military organization.
They're wrong.
Sure they can't arm themselves again. To do that, you need to capture the unit's commander and have him order his men to disband. In this case, the commander is the White Mamba. There's nobody above him, so he's all we need to grab. Finally, reintegration. Through education and occupational training, we give them a means to live besides war. A lot of kids born in a war zone don't know any other way to live. So before they find themselves back there, we teach them another skill. I'd like to establish this rehabilitation process at Mother Base. That's why we're bringing those kids back here. It's not so much for their sake. It's for the world that we're trying to create. No other way about it. Those kids are amateurs. Bad for business to have them running around where we're trying to work. Bring them all back if possible. Or as many as you can.
And then here's after we captured the White Mamba.
We placed the White Mamba and the rest of his unit in the staff living quarters. How's that going? It's a disaster, but what else can we do? We've taken away his weapons and banned him from using his nom de guerre. Apparently his real name is Eli. He must feel like we stripped him of his whole identity. We'll let things simmer down. I put a guard on him for now. Still the question is, who is he? Where did he come from? And how has he survived?
No, the question is, what is a phenomena?
Question is, who cares?
No!
He's still not talking. No, he won't say a word about himself. But you know, it looks like he speaks English. One of the deck crew called out to him in English, and he said something back. He just lost it all of a sudden, started mouthing off at the guy, in perfect English. He wasn't stringing together words he picked up somewhere. So English is his mother tongue. He could be from the east, or the south, or maybe even further north or south. English is well established in countries all across the continent. It's rooted in Africa like a weed, or maybe parasite is the better word. So just speaking English doesn't help us figure out where he comes from. Could even be from off-continent. Right. In any case, we'll keep an eye on him. If we learn anything else, I'll be sure to let you know.
You know, of all the things that they reveal in this game that sets up stuff in future Metal Gear games, they never reveal what the fuck is a young Liquid Snake doing in Africa. That's like the
Also,
one thing
AFK.
that has never been revealed through official materials that I know of.
BRB, I'm gonna go AFK for a few moments. I just want to listen to something real quick.
Okay. Okay, that's a mission where we have to have the child-friendly Fultons developed in order to do it.
Caution, rain approaching.
I know it's Liquid, but why does this also sound like a cranky baby Raiden? I mean, they were both white kids in war-torn parts of Africa, except Raiden was in Liberia.
Please specify a project.
Come on, why won't it let me develop the Fultons that let me extract children?
No idea.
What do I need to develop these? Other than maybe, like, higher development rank? I don't know. I just kind of unlocked stuff without looking up what I need to unlock them. Oh, I can develop the rocket arm. I know I'm buying that.
Of course!
Well, I mean, the whole...
By the way.
Responding to Timo, the whole, you know, the Mamba thing is one of the very unsubtle clues that it's a young Liquid. I'm not, like, wondering, like, oh, how, like, you know, how is this a young Liquid? Because it's obviously a young Liquid. I'm more thinking, like, what the fuck is a 12-year-old Liquid Snake doing in war-torn Central Africa?
Good question.
Answer, causing havoc.
Yep.
Like always.
When isn't he causing havoc?
I would say when he was dead, but no, he caused havoc beyond that, too. Not even death could stop him from being a little shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, Timo, remember, he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to recessive genes.
Pissing and moaning over his Yeah, she's saying, like, he's pissing and moaning over his recessive genes. Not that, like, that's, It's true, he did fail biology. There's an Easter egg in, apparently an Easter egg somewhere in this game where you can see that he failed his biology test. Like, obviously, that was a mistake in the script for that monologue in Metal Gear Solid, but Kojima decided to, like, go along with it and be like, oh yeah, he just sucks at biology. Like, he just says big words without knowing what they mean. Which is in character for Liquid Snake.
Yep.
Please select a landing heading to Central Africa.
He failed biology, whereas I seem to be succeeding at biology. Even though that's not even my fucking major.
My major is Ocelot.
Deploying.
Yeah, you have your major, I got my general.
My general is the general. For a great low rate you can buy online, go to the general and save some time!
Yeah, that actually sounded a lot like him.
Or if you want to go by the Family Guy version of it, white trash rates from an army guy, here is a penguin, don't know why!
I mean, I prefer General of Destruction, but yeah, that's me. Me.
Ari, no, what? Do you have something against the general? Did I upset you with the general, Timo?
Apparently you did.
Okay, Timo, explain! Explain! Explain!
Your workplace had those stupid fucking ads for so long. Well, they're all over daytime TV. It sucks.
Yeah.
Seven and a half hour shifts, no escape. You have my sympathies.
I remember when it was the caveman ads from Geico that were all over the damn place.
Remember when they tried to make a sitcom out of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the fact is, you know, there's also the whole thing with, what is it? Like Geico now with the gecko and everything, it's like...
The gecko's been a long time thing with Geico. It's not even a new thing.
I know, but it's like now it's just, like, it's getting to the point where it's like, you know, the gecko was one thing, but then there was that whole thing with, I always feel like somebody's watching.
Yeah,
that pile of money.
the pile of money with the googly eyes on it. That was always accompanied by a cover of Somebody's Watching Me.
Yep.
I am having a minor freak out right now.
Why
What's
come?
the matter?
So you guys know I play Legends Arceus here and there.
Yes.
Yes.
I just got my first ever Alpha Shiny.
Ooh. Oh. I like your funny words, Magic Man.
It's not a good one, but it's a cool one. I mean, it's not a bad one, but it's not the best.
Enemy presence detected. The map
Is it the very best, like no one ever was?
I mean, do you like Shinx?
Yes.
I have a giant Shinx.
presence detected. The map has been updated.
I'm naming this after Arikado because why the heck not? I already named.
Didn't you already name a Pokemon after me?
Yeah, I named Bidoof.
Good, keep doing it.
Analysis complete.
I mean, I can always name this after JKR because, you know.
No.
Analysis.
You said you were gonna name it after me. You're gonna follow through on that promise.
Now, if you were to get like, say, I don't know, maybe an alpha shiny electrode, then
Analysis complete.
Timo and I were actually on the same page there. It's about more or less.
If I find a shiny, I mean, I have a whole bunch of shiny Hisuian in like my other games.
Well, the next time you come across a Hisuian fucking electrode. Sorry, yeah, name it after me. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
Oh,
No,
there's
seriously.
a freaking Alpha Bidoof.
There's
trying
the
to
prisoner.
Oh, you got the prisoner. Cool. I've been trying to find Alpha Shiny Magikarp the last, like, hour, and I found an Alpha Shiny Shinx. Okay, I can accept it.
You're trying to get that that elusive red Gyarados, aren't you?
Yes.
List updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Speaking of Gyarados, I see a flying Gyarados.
If you catch a flying Gyarados, you know what you have to name it?
Support helicopter
What?
requested.
Shenron.
Yes. Darn it, it's a regular frickin' Magikarp over here.
No, it's a Gyarados.
No,
The one that's
this
flying.
is Patrick.
Patrick. Patrick's a sea snake now confirmed.
I mean, that's better than that whole, like, ongoing comic saga from, like, a decade ago about, like, Patrick being this, like, Cthulhu-esque monstrosity that, starts assimilating all of Bikini Bottom.
Way too many Pokemon.
It's a,
too many.
there you go, Oizy. It's a Gyarados. It's just not done yet.
Yeah, it's not ready. It needs a few more. I don't know. Years.
Needs a few more needs a few more minutes in the oven.
Dude,
Yes.
This Shinx is huge. Like, it makes other Shinx look like babies.
We got it. You've got a huge pussy. Stop bragging.
It's apparently blonde.
The less I know about the color of your pussy, the better.
I'm sorry that my Shinx is a freaking blonde pussy, okay?
Side ops list updated.
Look, we get it. You want to pet the pussy? Go right ahead. Nobody's stopping you.
I mean, apparently somebody wants to pet the kitty.
Well, yeah, because kitties are fun to pet, except for ones that attack you when you pet them, like my cat used to before, you know, he died.
Yeah.
Please select a mission.
I still think about that cat.
Like, from my knowledge, Johnny was his name, wasn't it?
Yes, his name was Johnny.
Yeah. Like, I remember, like, I only kind of caught times where it's like, I remember one time you and I were chatting over Discord, and apparently Johnny scared the shit out of you one time while we were talking.
Yeah.
Unit dispatched.
Like, apparently from what you told, from what I gathered, he was a little shit, but...
Yes, he was. But he was my little shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sometimes I wonder about Barry, because Barry's the same color as Johnny was.
Well, orange tabbies are known to have that kind of personality.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna bring back the Shinx. I need to evolve it.
Development project has been added.
Okay, I got the development requirements for a bunch of weapons, but still no fucking Fultons that can extract children. What the hell?
They don't want you to have child soldiers, man.
Well, I have to get them to progress the story.
Apparently, no, you don't.
the next story mission is all about extracting child soldiers.
Apparently, you're not allowed to continue on story. Oh my gosh, this thing's the size of frickin' the main character. Sorry, my first ever shiny alpha, I got a little too excited about it, so I've been like just evolving it. I'm still watching and focusing. I multitask well.
Sure you do.
Nobody multitasks well.
Bruh, I do very well because I have to work in a bank. We have to multitask there. I have to learn how to be pulled away by 6 different people to do something, and then me just be like, are you kidding me?
Oof.
Oh, there's the ever-elusive Pikachu.
Here says that you and he need to have a shiny off.
Bruh, I'd beat you. I have more shinies than you, bro.
Please select a landing zone.
It's not about how many shinies you have, it's about the quality of them.
I have an original Celebi from the original Crystal version. Well, by original, I mean the frickin' version that was on the eShop, but it was still an original.
Oh, so the one that actually
Celebi.
gives you Celebi instead of having to do the stupid go to Toys R Us and get it thing that we had to do with the original Crystal here in the West. So nothing to brag about.
Well, no, we didn't even have it, dude. We didn't know. We never got Celebi. Celebi was a GS ball item that you only got in Japan by connecting it to a cell phone provider.
Yes, and the way we got it in America was that they just gave it away at Toys R Us like they did for Mew. But you had to trade. You had to bring your Game Boy in. You had to bring your copy in, and you had to trade with one of the staff members during the like 1-day event period.
I don't remember that personally.
Yes, because we didn't live near a Toys R Us.
That's true.
And also because, you know, there wasn't an easy way to communicate that they were even doing these things back then.
I remember that now, because we would have to go and, like...
This was like 1999, 2000, dude. Like...
It's been way too long, bro.
Long before the thing that kids these days know as social media.
Long before the thing that kids these days know as the World Wide Web. It was a 3-day weekend. I didn't have the game at the time, but yeah, see? I knew I was right.
Yeah,
although for whatever reason, it seems like Celebi is always the one that Game Freak and the Pokemon Company are like reluctant to give out to Westerners, but give away like the most freely and easily to Japanese players.
Well,
like before they put the Game Boy games on the 3DS eShop, the only way you could get Celebi for like Gen 5 outside of Japan was to sign up for Pokemon Bank during its launch period.
Yeah, and then they announced that they were putting it in, a shiny one in the Pokemon Go. And then they did another shiny one from the Zarude movie. Which I have all of them. So, but my crowning achievement's getting the shiny Celebi from the Crystal game on the Virtual Console and 30 encounters.
Speaking of personal achievements that are nothing to be proud of, sorry, that was mean. I saw someone that was trying to sell what they claimed was an extremely rare Pokemon card on Facebook Marketplace a few years ago, selling it for like, I think it was like $180 as the starting price, and then like, you know, negotiable for how much they would ultimately settle for. You want to know what this ultra rare card was?
What was it?
Ancient Mew.
Yeah, that's not that rare.
Yes, that is why I'm saying it. It's not rare at all. It's also a worthless card.
Like, I would love to get my hands like on an ancient Mew card just to say that I have one, but like, you know, I know that's not worth much, worth anything. So it's like, you know, if I could just get my hands on one, it'd be nice.
Like, it's not just worthless in terms of its monetary value, it's worthless in terms of, like, its rarity, it's worthless in terms of being able to use it in the actual trading card game, because you can't, it's not allowed.
Yeah.
Because the text on it is in a made-up mystery language, and when you do translate it, it turns out its stats and abilities are actually really, really mediocre.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it's not even like this mythical ancient Mew card that the dude from Pokemon 2000 was so like jazzed up about. Like, it's one of the worst cards in the game.
Sounds that right.
But yeah, like I was gonna say, it was like, just having it for like, if I ever wanted to cosplay Lawrence the Third, I could easily, you know, I would need a ancient Mew card, but at the same time, I'm like, look, you know,
just print off your own. No one's gonna, you know, chastise you for it when you're just using it as a prop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't play the card game anyway, so it was like, to me, I'm like, I just would like to get my hands on a copy of it, just so that way I can add it to my collection.
So it's the Excalibur from Soul Eater, only not busted to use, lol. I haven't seen Soul Eater, so I couldn't say yes or no on that. I dated someone who was really into Soul Eater. That's about it. I got an autograph from a Soul Eater voice actor, but I sold that autograph because it was Vic Mignogna.
Oh gosh.
Well, I say sold. I gave it away to someone who actually wanted it because they still supported Vic Mignogna. And I was like, hey, if you'll take it off my hands, I'll give it to you. I don't want it.
Let me guess. I think I know who this.
Yes, you do know who it is.
Skylar.
Yeah.
Yep. Funny thing, actually, yesterday, I got a voice message from Skylar, and I was like, I actually took a listen to it because I thought maybe she was sending something for like voiceover stuff. Turns out it was just an accidental butt dial sort of thing.
Does she like have your phone number or something?
Over Discord.
Oh.
Over Discord, that is.
How do you butt dial on Discord?
Very carefully, I can assure you.
No, in this case, it's very uncarefully.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've done it where I have actually, like Cherry, for instance, last year while I was seeing Furret, we were getting everything ready for GalaxyCon. After I had all the you know, images that I wanted printed out at the FedEx store, after I told her that we printed the images that we were gonna get, somehow, when I hopped into Furret's car, my phone decided to call her over Discord, and I'm like, wait, what? So I pull out my phone and I see I'm in a call. I'm like, what? Both of us were like confused as hell. We were like, how the like, she asked me, is like, why did you call me? I'm like, I didn't. Not intentionally, anyway. So it has happened, and it is possible.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's never happened. I'm saying, how do you do it?
Yeah, like I said, very carefully. Also, kind of circling back to what you said about the whole World Wide Web thing, and like when I said, you know, about social media, this is the funny thing. Last year, in one of my classes, my English professor was talking about I think I don't know what it was. It was like I think just somehow we got to the topic of social media. I think it was like I was saying it's like the days before social media. How I miss those days. And he's like, wait, you remember the days before social media? I was like, Professor, I'm 31. Of course I've seen. Didn't even hop onto Facebook or social media until like 2013. That's how late in the game I got into it.
I don't believe you for a second, because you're not 31, you're 32.
At the time, I was 31.
Yeah, likely story.
This is how time works, my friend.
Yeah, sure, and next year you'll be... Sure, and by this time next year, you'll be 33. Let me guess.
Yes, actually, I will be.
It's almost like you have a birthday every year or something.
How dare you have a birthday every year?
I mean, that is how things work. At least I thought.
Analysis complete.
No, you're just greedy.
All in your brain.
How am I greedy?
Because you have a birthday every year instead of just when you can afford it. Or when you really need it.
Subject on board.
Like, imagine having a birthday every year in this economy.
Yeah, jeez.
Well, I guess I'm just rich then.
He's coming too. Roger that.
If only. If only. Well, the thing is, though, today is my un-birthday.
Well, coinky dink, it's my birthday too.
Very, very birthday to you. A very, very.
I would prefer if you don't.
Now.
I would prefer if you don't sing Disney songs that will get me copyright struck on a stream.
Yeah, I just realized that after I was doing that. I was like, as I broke into the second verse, I was like, oh wait, yeah, shut up. Especially enough, that song isn't even originally Disney, from what I understand.
Yeah, but you know, Disney will still copyright claim it.
Yeah.
You gotta extract him.
Fire!
Kira, are you trying to emulate Dracula flow?
No, he's it's a song from some movie that like there's a clip of like one of like it's some movie about like a rap group, and one of them like went solo and started making like you know, Nation of Islam, like, you know, black militant music, and the only bit of it we get to hear is him saying, "I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all."
Oh. Okay, that I've heard.
Yeah, I showed it to you. He's saying he's doing a parody of that in the Yankovician sense, saying, "I'm broke, y'all."
Okay, yeah, it just didn't occur to me that that's what he was doing. I thought he was emulating Dracula flow.
No, it's not, it's nowhere near vulgar enough to be Dracula flow.
Yeah.
It's too coherent to be Dracula flow.
That's true. The old Count isn't exactly what he used to be.
Yeah. One too many defeats by the Belmonts really did a number on him. Like, imagine you're only allowed to wake up once every 100 years, and every time, the same fucking family comes out of nowhere to put you back in the grave. You'd get, you would have, some issues too.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't know what that feels like, would you?
No. because I keep to myself. I don't wage war on humanity like Dracula does.
Yeah, what about your old man?
I don't know. Where is... He left a long time ago.
And yet I understand you keep seeing him every now and again. He sends you money from time to time.
See, you're getting into the territory of everything is canon and nothing is canon at the same time, which is how my lore currently works.
Yes, I'm well aware. I'm just trying to...
Please.
I'm trying to get...
Please support.
Here's the thing. My lore is basically like, I made it the fuck up. Look, here's the thing. I don't even know where I came from. Because sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice.
I mean, I think I have an idea of where he came from.
Okay, where?
Well, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much...
I should have seen that coming. I
kind of did.
I should have seen that coming. I walked into that.
Yes, you should have.
Yeah, you did. I saw it
more like
away.
Or I should have rolled into it. I rolled right into it. Fuck. Here's the thing. Like I said, a wise man once said, if you're gonna have an origin story, you're better off making a multiple choice.
I mean, the last wise saying I heard was aim high in life, but watch out for flying boxes.
Hey? Wise men say, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Please tell me you got that last one.
I got it. I know it's a reference to Ninja Turtles. I've just not seen that movie.
Oh. You been living under a rock, my dude?
I was just never that interested in Ninja Turtles growing up. I was a Power Rangers kid. I was too late for the Ninja Turtles craze.
I was both.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that, my introduction to Ninja Turtles was through that awful crossover episode with Power Rangers in Space.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was terrible, man.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's weird that that was the second episode of Power Rangers in Space.
Well, like the fourth, I think, but yeah.
No, it was I mean, I say second because the opener is technically a two-parter, but like,
yeah,
it's like the second proper episode of Power Rangers in Space, and it's a crossover with a show that nobody remembers except as a punching line, like as a punchline. Fave Ranger Team says a name in chat that I can't read because of the color contrast.
Oizy.
Oh, Oizy, your name color changed for some reason. Oh, it's because you did highlight my message. Fave Ranger Team? Oh, God. My first Ranger team, so the one that I have the most nostalgic connection to, is Space. But in terms of, like, my favorite overall team dynamic, it would probably be Lightspeed Rescue or Time Force.
Yeah. Mine, since we're talking Fave Ranger Team.
And also, sorry to interrupt, I'm also adding the qualifier that I have not seen much of anything post original Saban era. So, like, I'm not discounting any Disney, Neo Saban, or Hasbro era teams. I'm just not that familiar with them. But yes, go on.
Personally, I don't know if I have, a favorite Ranger team, per se, but I do have, a favorite Ranger era, for the show, for the exact team, the show that the team was part of, and that's Power Rangers RPM.
Okay.
Because
yeah, I hear a lot of
you know,
good things about RPM, which is a miracle given that it could have easily been a repeat of Turbo.
Yeah, RPM actually I think was really good for the fact that they threw out the original story that Go Onger was doing, and it basically made it where it was like, from what I understood, was like they were going for a whole like, you know, post-apocalyptic thing where it was like, you know, the machines have taken over.
Yeah, and the whole reason that they were allowed to do that in the first place is because they were under the impression that this was going to be the final Power Rangers series.
Yeah, so they had to go out with a bang.
It's true. I'd say mine, but I watch Super Sentai more than I do Power Rangers.
Well, you didn't grow up watching Super Sentai. Don't act like that.
I mean, my favorite freaking Power Rangers is Dino Thunder, 100%.
There you go. There's an answer.
Yeah, Dino Thunder was pretty cool. I mean, I did like, I loved Dino Thunder when it was on the air. The funny thing is, I didn't even realize this until like decades later. But apparently, my first exposure to Power Rangers was the old movie, like the '90s film,
the '95 movie, because technically there's two '90s movies.
There are?
The Turbo movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was I'm referring to the one with the
one with Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, the Ivan Ooze movie, where apparently the Rangers actually had like armored suits rather than
because the studio that was like financing the whole thing was like, oh, spandex won't fly in a 90s superhero movie, whereas the people that were actually, you know, working on from the Power Rangers side were like, do you not know what the fuck Power Rangers is?
They don't.
Yeah.
Hell, the original idea was for them to not even wear helmets. And then after that, it was like, okay, we'll have them wear helmets, but we'll have like cutouts. We'll like not have the visors in the mouth plates. And you can see some like behind the scenes shots of them with those like mock-up helmets without the visors or mouth plates, and they look stupid. So they're like, fine, we'll let them wear the helmets. Because the studio was under the, not Saban, but like the distributor, was under the impression that no one would go see a superhero movie if you can't see the hero's face at all times.
I just remember looking at watching it on VHS after it came out, and then they have the what's it called, stage show.
Yeah, the stage show.
But since I started watching Super Sentai, though, dang, it's so much more different than Power Rangers, and I like it a lot better now.
Because it's appealing to a different demographic.
Like that Dino Charge bullshit, for my language, that they put in for the English. The freaking Super Sentai one is so much better.
Well, we're not about to get into a theological argument here about Super Sentai versus Power Rangers, because that's up to preference.
Honestly,
and a lot of it is based on like what you grew up, what you've seen more of.
Yeah. Ugh. I mean, I personally I kind of liked the Super Sentai version of Dino Charge, but that's only because I saw the first episode clips, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I like the music, I like the setup, I like what I'm seeing here. And while I do like Dino Charge, it, you know, both are two completely different animals. It's like, I like Dino Charge for some things, I like the original Sentai footage for other things. That's how I see it.
I will say, though, there are some Super Sentai seasons that are objectively better than their Power Rangers equivalents, and by that I mean damn near anything from the Neo Saban era.
Oh yeah.
Especially the 1-2, I would say 1-2 punch, but it's more like the 1-2 turd of Megaforce and Super Megaforce.
Oh yeah.
Well, you guys want to hear something crazy that made, like, there's one Super Sentai and Power Rangers that I like equally, and it's Samurai. and it's because
samurai-
literally the
Yeah, go
Japanese Sentai is like literally they went like almost like word for word on the
Yes, and Samurai as its own standalone series suffers for that because they're trying to retell these stories heavily centered around Japanese culture and Japanese iconography without adapting anything properly for the fact it doesn't take place in Japan and isn't being aired towards a Japanese audience.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole episode that has to deal with like trains, and it's like, who the fuck, right? Like trains are a big thing in Japan, not in America.
I was just gonna say it was like there was Tokuger. That was the train.
No, I'm not talking about the season. I'm talking about there's an episode of the Japanese equivalent of the Sentai equivalent of Samurai that was adapted into a Samurai episode. And it's not even a plot important episode, so why did they adapt it in the first place? Other than just to pad out the runtime, because this was at the time it was being distributed by Nickelodeon, and Nickelodeon had like specific season orders that they had to fill, where it was like each season has to be 20 episodes, no more, no less, which is why they would split up one story into 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Because 20 episodes isn't enough to cover a 52 episode series.
Yeah.
And like,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's like I've never seen a single episode of Tokuger. I just remember a former friend of mine was bad mouthing it like crazy because he was like he even said it was like the way the quote unquote Megazord looked like the standalone Megazord. Just he didn't like it whatsoever. It was just like, but I'm like, one thing that really caught my attention was a meme that popped up during that time that show was coming out, where they actually they took the version of Locomotion from Thomas and the Magic Railroad, and basically put that in instead of the actual Tokuger theme song.
I think that
I saw on Facebook.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying that was a video I saw on Facebook. I loved it, and I was just like, I wish I could find it again, but apparently that's been scrubbed from the internet from anywhere I can.
Yeah, like all the good memes that you find on social media sites.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
anyways.
Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say.
Oof. That's no good.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Miller, I don't think I can get a good look at his face from 200 meters away.
Well, I don't think he realized that because then again, he is legally blind.
The best kind of blind? Question mark?
I'm not even gonna answer that one.
Look at the doggos.
Oh.
That's the boys.
Those are boys. They could be girls.
Yeah, they could be girls.
The bestest of doggos, then.
Yes, that's better.
Yeah, remember, not all doggos are good boys. Sometimes they're good girls.
Yep. Except Widget, she's just a brat all the time.
No. She's a good girl. She's just a good girl in her own way.
Yeah, that's fair. What I interpret as her being a brat is her just being, a good girl in her own way. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You're just being a strict parent and setting unrealistic expectations for this adorable little baby to follow. And that's gonna give her a complex, and then you'll wonder why she doesn't call you once she turns 18 and moves out of the house and you're retired and living in Florida.
Oh my god.
Enemy presence.
Oddly specific, Ari.
Ari's already got your retirement planned for you.
I mean, Florida's
Be retired.
Florida's not oddly specific to retire to because it's a place that a lot of people retire to.
I know, but still, it's like you seem to know what I'm gonna do before I do it.
Soldiers. No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Okay, I can't Fulton this guy out of here for whatever reason.
Has entered the village.
Detected.
Must have been out on patrol.
Another child soldier has entered the village. Everyone panic.
Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Fire!
Don't worry, they're just knocked out.
Oh, which one is Will? Iron Will. Which one is Will?
I'm gonna have to do this the hard way since I can't just Fulton this guy out of here.
Please select a landing. Support helicopter requested.
Alright, Pequod, I'm gonna need you to behave yourself. Do not, under any circumstances, fire your heavy artillery at the children.
You say that as if he's done that.
I don't know if he will or not, is the thing. Because Pequod does automatically fire on enemy combatants when you're on alert. I'm not on alert right now, but I'm like, Pequod, you better not fuck this up for me. You better not fire on these children. It's not my fault. The helicopter pilot shot them. Don't give me a game over.
You are the player.
Don't you id Software Twitter account me? Oh god, I'm gonna have to explain that, aren't I?
More than
I
likely,
think you
yes.
are. Yeah.
Okay, so like in the lead up to the release of, I think it was Doom Eternal. It was either Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal. Sorry, some more good boys to recover. Oh, there's another guy. I think he's dead.
He hasn't been dead long.
He dead.
Oh, so we'll just leave him here then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't come for this guy. We just came for the general's number 2.
You never ceased to amaze, boss.
But it was in either the lead up to the release of Doom Eternal or Doom 2016. And like there was like someone bitching. It was Doom Eternal, now I remember. It was someone bitching about the new freeze grenades that they added to it, saying like, I don't like this new freeze grenades weapon that they added to the game. Why do they have to make us use all these weapons when blah de blah de blah? And the official Doom Twitter account responded to them, which Doom, you know, created by id Software, responded to them saying, you control the buttons you press.
Yeah, 'cause, like, you kind of do.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Now I'm like, can I interrogate the children? The answer is probably no. But it would be funny if I could. It would be funnier if I could.
Why would it be funny? I'm actually genuinely curious here.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, oh, okay, that was funny. I didn't mean to do that. That I did mean to do.
That's what you get for falling asleep.
Limited to
Okay, so you can't interrogate the children. You can only do this. You can slam them to the ground, but you can't interrogate them. Got it.
There he is, the commander. Extract him.
There's our other target.
It stinks you can't freaking...
It's because I don't have the right Fultons for this, and I don't know why it won't just give me the option. Like, I know I'm doing something wrong, it's just I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because I don't play this game with a guide most of the time. For whatever reason, I haven't unlocked the development requirements to get the Fulton balloons that let you just extract child soldiers. So I'm having to do this the old-fashioned way of carrying them to the helicopter like it's fucking Ground Zeroes or something.
You mean to see if I can research why you can't get them?
I mean, just look up how do you get the, Fulton balloons that let you extract child soldiers.
Yeah. Let me do that real quick.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna extract some asses.
So it says it's a side op.
Which side op?
113.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to look at what side ops I have unlocked and count them.
It says you need to complete mission 26 to do it, apparently.
God, I don't know what mission I'm on. Watch this be mission 26, just by my luck.
She's coming too. Roger that.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Child.
Roger.
Complete. Great work.
Yeah, I wonder which one that is.
Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to...
Stop saying number 2.
I guess he knows what that means for him.
I think the guy needs to take a number 2, that's why he keeps mentioning it.
I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care.
I would be blessed if you stopped referring to people as number 2, Miller. Also, we got a quarantine platform now.
Cool.
Someone's got number 2 on the brain.
Hold on.
Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Uh-oh.
People be getting sicky sick. That ain't good.
Blisters popping up on their chests? Where have we seen that before?
Oh my.
Where have we seen these symptoms before?
Oh, yep. Yep.
It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop.
And they're filled with tiny worms, apparently.
The body,
Ew.
the oil facility, the bed-ridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like...
So, we have to quarantine people by sending them to the quarantine facility, and we have to find out what out of the ones that were automatically quarantined beforehand, link them all together, other than, you know, being sick. And I can tell you what this is, because this is something that will screw you over if you don't figure it out. You know how every soldier you recruit has a list of languages that they speak?
Yeah.
All of these people that were quarantined have one language in common, and it's Kikongo.
They will listen to you. Of course, it's just
So we have to quarantine anyone who speaks Kikongo. Otherwise, the disease will spread.
if we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your...
Yep, that's what I thought it was.
I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the...
So this is going to be me tediously going through all of my units and trying to find which ones speak Kikongo so I can quarantine them.
We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic.
There are so many of them.
Yes, because I've been extracting so many soldiers.
Has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic.
Sadistic buzzard.
So until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff.
Damn, some of them are out on missions right now, so I'll have to do like 2 runs of this.
Bottom of this, fast. We're counting on you.
That's a no good.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Yes, I did, because I fucked this up the first time I played this game and lost a lot of people. Thankfully, the story does end up telling you, you know, what the linking thing is. But by the time it does, that's like, oh, it's over. You've got the thing you need to cure the disease.
Yeah.
And for the record, Kikongo is a real-world language, and from the looks of it, this game actually made a lot more people aware of the existence of the Kikongo language, given that if you are to Google Kikongo, one of the first results will be Metal Gear Solid 5 for, like, you know, filling in your search. Like I said, a lot of this game has to deal with the importance of languages.
Makes sense. Now I'm starting to remember this. I made the same mistake as you with that first time.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Man, my R&D unit's gonna be screwed. Because I'm having to quarantine a lot of people.
Oh.
Yeah, too many of them.
Well, it's not like I can see what languages they speak before I recruit them.
Yeah, I bet you wish you could.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It would make this part of the game a lot easier.
Yeah, 100%. How many languages do you speak?
I mean, you can find out by looking at their stats.
Geez, you really have a lot of them.
Yes, I do, because Kikongo is one of the most common languages for the Africa part of the game. Like, the two most common languages I've noticed for soldiers you get from Africa are Kikongo and Afrikaans. Feel better, Kier.
Yeah, Kier.
Later, Kier.
And I just found another shiny shanks. Okay. Well, there's most of my line done for my shiny dex requirement.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
I don't know, have you?
I know I am, but what am I?
We figured out someone shit in the food.
Nah, this isn't the Spyro the Dragon subway. Calm yourself. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, just look up Spyro Subway. You totally won't see anything disgusting.
I prefer not to, because the last time I looked at something that you posted about something like that over social media, yeah, I did not have a very pleasant experience when I looked up what you were talking about. And for the sake of the audience, I am not going to subject you guys to that either. See, I'm an asshole, but I'm not that big of an asshole.
I am.
Yes, we've established this, Ari.
Typical Ari time.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, Miles, you've known Ari longer than I have, so of course, you know how.
Why was that what I come back to? Because you come back at the most inopportune and at the same time perfect times, Oizy.
Jeez, you have to go through every single area.
Yes, you do. This is me being proactive, rather than just letting them die off like flies.
Wait, are you saying you're Lord of the Flies?
Oh my god.
You joke about that, but that was supposed to basically be a mission in the game, but got cut because the game's unfinished.
I remember Lord of the Flies.
I never had to read Lord of the Flies in school. We read Animal Farm.
We read that too in my school.
I even have to put my Kikongo interpreter in there.
Oh no.
So let me get this straight. You two never actually attended the same school.
We did like intermittently, but not for extended periods. Because Miles was always constantly moving to different towns.
I see.
I think we were in like second grade.
We were in like second or third grade together, and we went to the same college for a bit, but that's about it.
We were also in kindergarten together, I think.
No, we weren't. We were at the same school for kindergarten, but we weren't in the same kindergarten class together.
I think they were like tied together though, so we always ended up merging classes at times.
Yeah, that's usually how it went at that school.
I had a similar experience when I was in kindergarten. It's like there were two different classes, but we kind of overlapped. Like our classes kind of merged by like midday.
Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll
Thank God I don't have to quarantine Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yes, of course I don't want to. It's a good thing Hideo Kojima doesn't know anything in Kikongo.
Yeah, I know, right?
What took you so long, Snake?
That image is cursed, TBH. Oh, did you look it up? Did you look it up like I said you totally should?
Sorry, why?
Or are you just aware of it from the furry community, which is apparently where it originated? I don't know. I have furry friends, but I ain't a furry, so I don't, like, actively participate in the furry community.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I only know about this because it came up on a collab stream between Joel and Jabroni Mike, where Joel was jokingly acting like he was going to show it on stream. And Mike was like, Joel, you better not fucking show this on stream. It'll get me banned.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm just tired all of a sudden.
Because the game's kind of come to a halt while I play a game of middle management.
Kinda, yeah. So true.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
I don't know, did you? Probably not yet.
Oh, none, did you? Actually, no. The correct answer is
What?
Perfect answer there.
I can't understand what you're saying.
I said
Hey, Miles, you want to play a game of Funny Sticks to pass the time?
Of what?
Funny Sticks.
Funny Sticks.
It's more
I know what that
fun.
is.
Funny Sticks is funner with more people.
I do not know what you're
Let's
talking
see.
about.
Here, let me stick this to you.
Wow, that spike went all the way in one side and out the other, like he's hollow or something. Wait, you forgot the apples. Let me go get them.
God damn it. No, Ari, you deal with this, I'll get the apples.
Fine, I'll deal with quarantining people. You go get the apples.
I will go get the apples.
You know, it just sounds like you're torturing people with apples.
I need to subject you... What I'm getting from this is that I need to subject you to more late-era Clay World.
Yeah, I haven't seen Clay World in, like, ages.
Alright, I'm back. I got the apples.
Oh man, he took the sticks out. He's a cheater.
Damn it, Miles.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm innocent here.
I don't play with no cheaters.
Neither do I.
Quarantine the staff you specified.
Oh god, do I have to go through the waiting room too? Yes, I do. How many people do I have in the waiting room? 69. Nice. I'm not even making that up. I apparently have 69 people in the waiting room.
I mean, you know, that's funny because the fact is, like, maybe about a month or two ago, I was at the grocery store. I was over at, like, the deli. And apparently I was, like, number 69 in line.
Nice.
That was
Nice.
Nice. Let's see. I'm actually trying to come up with, like in-universe lore for, like... The funny thing is, like, I don't know if I told you this, Ari, but after I decided to sell you my second... Actually, this is my original Galvatron from Beast Wars Second. But yeah, what I was gonna say was after just deciding to sell it to you, I figured, you know, I'm just gonna kind of break down the Beast Wars Second display because, you know, like I'll put the figures in other places, but the display itself is just like it doesn't really have a really overall like place in the in the Beast era for the U.S. and especially I love Japanese era, like Japanese Beast era. Like without a Galvatron in there, I'm like, yeah, nah. And I want to keep my other Galvatron up on the shelf with Unicron. So
I've already put everyone in the quarantine. What do you expect me to do next? Let me progress, please. Thank you.
Let you progress?
It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shibani and the others to Nzoya Badia Bulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is...
Here's my answer to that.
disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
But yeah, like right now I'm just kind of messing with my Beast Wars Second Megastorm.
Yeah, I put down my game.
Number 26 is the mission we're about to do. So after this, we can get the Fultons for stealing children.
Yes.
Sorry, rescuing them from the battlefield.
Assisting and relocating them.
Accepted.
The map has been updated.
I forgot, I need to check my development stuff. And also probably develop some more facilities.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, I'm just messing with my Beast Wars Second Megastorm, who is totally different from Generation 2 Megatron.
Commencing platform construction.
Ooh.
I think I'm just going to keep you guys in suspense by putting a few more things into development and then calling it tonight.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I do have to show off one thing first, and the best place to show it off would be back at Mother Base.
Heading to Mother Base.
Oh, this Transformers talk reminds me of when I used to watch Armada back in the day.
I really hope you didn't look it up and instead went to the girl cataloging images that, or does that say girl or girt? I can't tell. Font sucks. Girl cataloging images that break the internet. I haven't seen it myself. I've seen a cropped version of it, and that was enough for me. But yes, I need to, show off a little something that I had developed that's going to be a permanent part of my arsenal from now on. But I have to call in a resupply for it first. It's a new bionic arm.
Oh.
Like, I've had the stun arm equipped for a while now, but I don't really use it all that much. Apparently the stun arm gets really good when it's fully upgraded, because, like, it goes from, oh, it just acts as a taser, to basically you can summon a lightning storm when it's fully charged. But the new bionic arm that I had developed during this session, it's just a personal favorite of mine.
Is it what I think it is?
This is... Well, wait for it to be dropped first.
Get in the box.
Alright, now let's equip our new arm. Let's see, who needs some morale boosting? This guy.
It is the rocket arm. Nice.
The best part is this counts as a stealth weapon because enemies never see it or hear it coming.
I don't understand why, but okay.
And it's a one-hit knockout on any enemy type, except for, you know, skulls.
I mean, who even knows if they're going to get freaking fisted by something like that?
Fisted from a distance. A distance fistin'.
A fistance, if you will.
And you can do that with a running punch. Wake up, no sleeping on the job.
Is that what you're supposed to do when that happens?
Yes. See? It increased morale.
Kick his butt for sleeping on the job, bro. Is he dead?
Nah. It's a non-lethal takedown, dude. You can't kill people with the rocket punch.
Good. I'm tired, man.
What, did you think that why did you think that firing a metal hand at someone with a rocket attached to it at high speeds and hitting them directly in the skull would kill them? Duh, it just knocks them out.
Just knocks him out very forcibly.
I mean, haven't you ever rocket punched someone before?
No, have you?
I mean, I just did.
Darn it.
This guy's lazing about. No loafing. Can't you read the signs?
Loafing gets rocket punched. Oh my gosh.
Thanks, boss.
Oh, he didn't even thank you, bro.
Thanks for that, boss.
There he is.
I'm working on it. Don't rush me. What's the worst that could happen if we take our time? Oh yeah, everyone will die. It's okay. I can just get more of you out on the battlefield. It'll be fine.
But then it will spread again, won't it? So, I mean...
Maybe. Maybe not.
Let me see if there's anyone that I can reach from this distance.
And rocket.
You're having way too much fun with this, aren't you?
Yes. Video game cruelty potential. It's fun. This is why you should never give me a rocket punch. I will abuse it. Nah, I don't think I can reach anyone else from here. Because it also has limited range. But you can do this. Watch.
The actual fuck that actually knocked you out.
Yes. The rocket punch is not to be trifled with unless it's really funny.
Please the landing zone.
Roger.
All right, come on, Knuckles Copter. No, don't you
Really?
dare leave me behind, Pequod.
I don't think Pequod appreciates you punching a copter like that.
It's my copter. I'll do what I want with it. Oh, I can't punch Pequod.
He's protected.
He's got plot armor. Except for the times that he dies from his chopper getting shot down. Like, has happened once already. Twice already, actually.
And we just cloned a new one.
You know that bit from the Jim Henson Studio show Dinosaurs, where it's like a science show where the test subject is a kid named Timmy, and he always like dies in some comedic fashion, and then the scientist is like, "We're gonna need another Timmy." That's a very specific reference, but it lives rent-free in my head. And that's like the only thing from Dinosaurs that lives rent-free in my head.
Funny thing is, for me, I didn't actually get a chance to really watch Dinosaurs growing up because my mom always thought it was like not a good thing for a kid to watch, even though it was like
it was a family. It was a sitcom.
Yeah. When the thing came on the air, she was like very protective of what I watched. Like I was barely ever allowed to watch Disney's One Saturday Morning when that was a thing. Even when Buzz Lightyear Star Command happened to come on the air, she wouldn't let me watch that TV show. Like she wouldn't let me watch that programming block.
Who's it? Yes, I saw your guide the raid on there, so let us allow the raid to be guided.
I hope I spelled her name correctly, because it's hard to read with fine print.
Hopefully.
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
Callier is streaming Forever Skies. All right, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to JKR and Miles for co-hosting with me tonight. Go give Kylie or Kylier, however you pronounce her name, my warmest of welcomes. I'll see you guys on Wednesday night. I'll hydrate. Hydration achieved, and until then, unpleasant dreams.
Well, we're the boys of chorus. We hope you like our show. We know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Good night, everybody.